Just to give a bit of a pictorial image, that's what we're looking at. The tidal basin is in the middle there. That eastern tidal basin is the existing port facility that has just been completed under the management auspices of our shareholder. And the UN Industrial Park that we are now working on is the one on the western end. Then the eastern tidal basin will deal with those cargoes and throughput that are detailed over with that bullet point. It'll be more concerned with international containerized and of course roll-on and roll-off cargoes, but also with international general cargo as well. Stage one is already completed, and the EOIs for stage two have been put out on tender in recent times. It's been in the papers. And also at the present time in PNG Ports, we've got an internal team that is putting together a PPP type approach to getting some international terminal operators to work on both Port Moresby and Lae. So we create the critical mass that is necessary to ensure that the asset that we put in place earns a decent rate of return. The UN Industrial Park, what is mooted at the moment, will be a bulk trade district. We've already worked on the planning and the designing of it with the price in terms of the construction. They will be subdivided. We're working towards potential long-term concession clients that have now moved on to a pre-lease stage already. So once we got them looked, I mean, the business case looks very promising at this stage. The completed facility will entail the following: a fully dredged up tidal basin in the middle. Then you have the eastern side will be more containerized international cargo, then an industrial park on the other side. Now, some of the imminent developments that are happening at the present stage is the stage two wharf construction. We've got 240 meters of quay line at the moment. We're going out to the market to get a strategic partnership with international terminal operators. At the moment, 240 meters will give you two vessels, probably around less than 280 meter LOAs. Certainly with the sort of the forward estimates of demand, it'll be prudent to have two birds of the equal sort, so you can turn the ships over quick smart. The EOIs have already been released. We estimate a total cost around 300 million on that one. For the industrial park, we will need somewhere around 250 million. That is to get the subleases done up, all the necessary civil works that needs to be done, including a bypass that will run right from the port all the way to over Bugandi to 6 and 7 Mile in Lae. So we get all the prime movers out of Lae City. The governor would be so happy over there, so he won't destroy his roads. The why such investment, why such growth in facilities? It's just a simple reason. There is growth in demand, and the future estimates of demand and the throughput just necessitate that we have to start investing now, so that we don't get caught off guard by what happened with the spike that we've experienced during the LNG, or particularly the ExxonMobil LNG facility there at that time. Certainly there is growth in the port hinterland activities. The consumer and the industrial activity growth are evident. There are major mining projects, both in mineral and the hydrocarbon sectors, and they are increasing agricultural production as well, and that's evident with the numbers coming out as well. But of course, the access to the markets and getting them to the port is probably a topic for another day. But those heavy equipment and the need to move all this construction gears here and there, both in terms of the imports and the exports of it, does necessitate that we start investing. Of course, just a diagram over there to say that there are activities happening, and that shows some of the major mineralized zone that we have within the Lae and the surrounding areas, more particularly towards Bulolo. Of course, that's another one, just detailing those those mineral deposits. Certainly, those that demand does necessitate that we have to put in the appropriate infrastructure in preparation for that. And those infrastructure at the UN Industrial Park is geared at yielding those outcomes. Part of which will entail those who need bigger tank farms. We also have very dry bulk storage facilities. So if there's all concentrates been slurry piped over there, then they have to be appropriately taken care of and exported. And of course, we will need a decent power plant there. We estimate that to run that entire marine park, we will need just over 200 megs of electricity. Some schematics over there in terms of the sort of the handling and the tank systems that we envisage for that particular area. And of course, modern efficient storage, efficient power generation at lower cost per unit. So if all goes well, then certainly we'll look at all sailing it to PNG Power as well, but they'll be at commercial arrangements. The entire facility, once completed, will handle over just about 600,000 TEUs, or container equivalents, 20 footers per annum, over 2 million TPA of export concentrates. There'll be dry bulk cargo project cargoes, and of course, vehicle, fuel, and other dry bulk and wet bulk, including oil palm. That's just an engineering schematic of what the entire facility will be once completed. And of course, the eastern side would be the entire containerized traffic area, and the western side would be that industrial area. And just to summarize this presentation, certainly the future, insofar as we at PNG Ports is bright. We are ready for increased demand once we get those facilities up and running. And we're progressing in a well planned and a strategized manner than trying to do all the firefighting that we used to be doing in yesteryears. And we hope that the facilities will certainly be modern, efficient, and be productive so we can get the efficacy through the supply chain, pass them over to cost competitive outcomes at our grocery shops. Thank you.